vibey music. It feels like a
What is going on, everybody? I am Jeremy.
that song feels like a cut off of like Kanye's first two albums, you know? Chopped off, sped up soul sample.
And today we are here for our champs player to watch, joined by none other than Sib. And just before you even start talking, I just want to say congratulations.
This room's got a lot of echo with
being
the
the
wood
champs
walls.
player to watch, man.
Thank you. I have no words,
hear
honestly.
it.
You know, I'm just excited to be here. You know, thank you guys for letting me on this, players to watch. That's my first interview, at least with the CDL, so I'm very excited to get this going.
Cool, man, cool. So let's get right into it, man. What has your first season been like for you?
My first season's been pretty intricate, if I had a word to describe it.
Intricate?
A lot of work put in, more
Intricate.
so how I'm putting in work rather than how long I'm putting in work. I think one of the biggest things that changed for me is how I take criticism. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't really good at taking criticism, more so of how to understand how I'm getting criticized, more or less than what they're saying, actually what
Is
I
the
need
color
to get
really
better
fucked
at
up on
and
this video?
specific things.
Is this me? His lips are like way too red. Like the white balance is really fucked. But actually though, on a low key note, before like Dante admitting that he was bad at being a teammate is definitely more transparent than like 98% of any of these CDL pieces. Him saying, yeah, I had to grow up as a person is like pretty interesting to me.
But as the year went on, I got a lot
That's
better
good to
at that.
hear.
Seattle as an organization haven't really having a lot of success. You signed with them during this offseason. They completely come up with a new roster from start to bottom. You even get a new coach. Where was your head at the beginning of the season, knowing that this is going to be a fairly new team and you guys are going to go up against some teams who have been doing it for quite some time?
Honestly, it was a lot better than I expected. There's a big question mark coming in. Pred, I don't even know who that is coming in. So I was like, man, I just hope he's good. And then Lamar, he's a lot better than I expected. I played with him in challengers, but
it's out of sync.
I don't think he was trying when he was playing with me, honestly. But now it's just, now it's actually like, big time now. He's actually like, what? Like, where was this before we were teaming together? Like, you were nothing. Like, you're a whole different person. Coming in, it was a big question mark. I knew Mac previously.
The levels seemed fine on my end. So.
The other two, I didn't know really what to expect, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
So like you said, you didn't really know Pred right off the rip. But
wait, Jay's fit is fire in this video though.
What is it
I
like
got
playing
to tip Jay's
alongside
style.
another fellow
I wish I had
rookie
style
on
like
your
that.
squad?
I got zero.
That's
zero
my one
fucking
too. That's my duo.
Yeah.
We're actually very alike in a lot of ways. Teaming with him is definitely way better than I expected.
He's got like the good jeans. He's got the fucking Yeezys. Got the nice sweatshirt, the chain. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
I never really met someone that can put up the same numbers as me consistently all the time. Like, man, I'd be playing practice or just in a game, like, man, like, I'm frying. Like, yo, like, I'm doing everything right now. I look at the scoreboard and the Pred is like the same stats.
He's right there
He's
with
right
you.
there every time, just same stats. I love him being on my team. It pushes me. Like, I see him doing good. I'm like, man, like I want to do better than him. I want to do twice as better than him.
That's good.
So, but not to a point where it's like jealousy and it's like, like I don't really care about him. It's I want to do it as a teammate.
You felt a little bit about him winning that MVP at Major 3 or what?
Nah.
You felt like it should have been you or no?
Nah.
It was all him.
Nah, I don't really care. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just an award, Life is way bigger than this, to me at least.
Hey, Slammy, appreciate the support, brother. Slammy, Hammy.
MVP, or Rookie of the Year or whatever, but I honestly, after we won, I look back and like, man, like, I could have played way better. I definitely had some situations like with my hands and stuff like that, maybe hold me back a little bit, but other than that, it's just like, man, I'm always striving to play better, so.
What did you just say?
I definitely had some situations like with my hands and stuff like that.
Am I crazy? Is that news? Is that been known? Dante had hand issues this season? I didn't know that. Yeah, but Joel, was Joel, you're on the inside on some shit. Like, was that a public thing? Because that's the first time I didn't hear about this at all. You talked about it on stream. Okay, fair enough.
Maybe hold me back a little bit, but other than that, it's just like, man, I'm always striving to play better. So I think, this tournament, if we end up, going far, I'm one of the MVP. Like, I'm there. Like,
I'm
getting that.
I respect it. All right, so now let's...
Dante grinded a lot of COD the last 2 years. Like, he was in this TeamSpeak a lot because he was teaming with people in this TeamSpeak. and he was grinding a lot. So I'm not surprised that he's trying to think more long term and try to use like, you scuff battle beaver to your advantage instead of playing something, more old school.
Let's take it back a little bit. I want to know more about you. I want to know, where did you
Popeyes. Next question.
grow up, and what was your upbringing like?
When I was born, my dad was 17. He
Oh,
used
so he's
to
still
play
playing
like COD
claw.
4
He's just playing
GBs,
tag 'cause of the-
MW3, all that type of
stick, which is
that's
fair.
great. He did all that stuff. So I just remember being on the couch, watching my dad play video games. It's just, he played soccer and stuff like that. He,
McDonald's.
traveled to play soccer in Europe and stuff. So me growing up, that's all I did. I ran track, played soccer, played football, and played video games. I was the only child, so during the summer, I was always at camp, always at summer camps, and if I wasn't at summer camp, I was on the tour.
So when did you originally realize
What-
what the competitive scene
Wendy's is of the like fast food burger chains. Wendy's has got to be up there. All of the Wendy's stuff hits.
was like?
It was actually in Black Ops 1.
Okay.
I was pub stomping. I was, this clan battle, so I was doing clan battle and stuff. And then I got introduced to game battles. I used to go play pubs and the trash talk was crazy back then. So, I'm like, yo, I'm the best 10-year-old in the game. I'm the best 11-year-old in the game. We can 1v1. We can do guns or snipers, because I'm good with both, We can do any gun, we can do snipers, we can do all that. I'm there, what's up? And then from there,
what's up?
I just kept grinding, and somehow, I guess talent doesn't go unnoticed, so.
What was your first break actually into 4v4, 5v5s at the time, whatever you were playing?
I think locals were the first ever breakout for me. I had to convince my mom to go to locals.
So everybody had to do
Yeah,
that. I'm telling you, it was tough.
Taking my power cord, man,
Yeah.
I had to convince her. I'm like, yo, mom, please, I can win this much money. This is money for first place. Just fly me out, So I was
Yeah, I know,
begging,
he was really good in
begging,
Texas
It
lands.
was actually in Michigan. It was an MES tournament. I was.
Because I
there with
remember
Mac,
Tom used to
actually.
talk
Me and
about it,
Mac
that
went
all the
together,
amateurs would talk
and,
shit about him, and Tom's like, this guy would go to
we won
locals
that,
and fry all
then
of
from
them.
there, I was
So.
like, yo, mom, I just kept telling her what tournaments I wanted to go to. And every single tournament I went to, I was going to Orlando, I was going to Indiana, I was going to Florida, I was going to Dallas, I was going to everywhere, and I was just winning. So eventually, I was going in there, walking like the big dog. Everybody knew me. I'm an underrated, I'm the big dog. So
Yeah.
I was just going there, do my thing, and people noticed it.
Obviously, you've teamed with Mac before, this whole Seattle roster. What was it like watching him get the call up before you?
I'd say it was pretty heartbreaking, honestly, because we came up together and we were like, yo, when we get 18, people like Simp, they get picked up first year, I'm like, yo, I'm that caliber type of player. So when I first turned 18, I'm waiting, I'm itching to get picked up. Honestly, I was like, man, I suck.
I wanted to talk about the
that's how
incident.
I hold myself. So, man, I suck.
In
I
this
suck.
video.
And I just keep telling myself that, and I just kept grinding. It made me mad. Now I was like, man, I'm like everybody. Everywhere, I don't know who. I don't care who I'm playing. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I think I should be there. So people who down me and stuff like that. So I was like, man, it just gave me way more motivation. And honestly, I'm glad that I didn't get picked up when I was 18.
Yeah, the
When I was
MW
18, I was
thing.
pretty immature.
Yeah, like me back in the day, it's all right.
Yeah, so I'm pretty immature, and Mac is usually the mellow one. I'm pretty, I'm pretty.
No, the
bold.
flank thing is the
I say I
whatever.
don't
It's the
care,
what
so
he said.
Even with me not getting picked up, I still realize just gotta trust the process. Everything works out at the end of the day, so just gotta trust it.
All right, so last year you were a sub for Atlanta FaZe. I feel like when you're sitting
Oh,
there
they're not
watching
going to
the
talk
best
about it.
player at the
100%.
highest
It's a
level do
CDL video.
everything
There's
to
zero
the
chance
T,
of talking about it.
what was that able to do
Zero
for you as an
chance.
individual player to see these guys always going out there winning, putting 100% into practice, and then seeing the results at the end?
It made me realize
It's a good question from Jay.
I'm that type of player.
Okay.
So me watching them, I would watch their arrows and I would tell the crowd or the coach or whatever, yo, they should do this 10 seconds ahead. And what I said, it's exactly what they do. So me playing with people like Mac or just people that I have a lot of chemistry with, we do that stuff without even thinking. So that's exactly how FaZe are. They do that stuff without even thinking. I'm like, yo, that feels good because I've been in those types of situations.
Dante did watch
before.
your
I'm
practice
man,
a lot, land.
That was crazy. We did that. It worked out so well. We weren't even thinking. We didn't say a word to each other, and we did some crazy stuff. So I'm just like, man, I can't wait to have that feeling. I'm just working, meshing well with teammates.
No, Dante.
In game, I didn't really need help. It was more out of game.
Dante had an incident in MW where he said some very immature things, and it got him in a very like things you cannot say, and he got in a lot of trouble for it, and he was very apologetic. And Dante is very lucky that the owner of Atlanta FaZe at that time, or still is, Paul Hamilton, was very willing to accept his apology. I think Tip's career would be completely different if that had gone south. Dante recognized his mistake, and he hasn't made it since. It happens. He's a young kid. He was fucking like 18. But yeah, no, Paul definitely sent him to boot camp on that one, and it, like he could have been off the team. You guys remember, like they kicked him and they brought him back. Like he could have been off, but they brought him back because they believed in him and developed him, and you know that's why that learning structure is super important for someone like Dante.
Game, just the way that I carried myself and the way like my thought process on things. That was mainly like the big thing I needed to work on.
So we saw you last year on the stage with them when they won their champs.
Nice Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
First of all, did you get yourself a ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put that one away. Let's not even bring that one out, right? But
Still in the box.
yeah, definitely still in the box. But what has it been like battling against?
I've seen Dante's ring. So for some reason at Kickoff Classic or Major One or whatever, y'all, I don't know how this is a funny story time. I don't know how this happened. We pull up to one of the events at ESA, and someone goes, Ben, you need to go get this package, and you need to hold on to it. You need to hold on to it until like day 2 of the event. I think it was Kickoff Classic. So I pull up, and the package is all of the players' fucking champs rings from Atlanta FaZe. So I really quick pocketed MC's ring. No, I didn't do that. But for some reason, I had those rings. The rings were nice. I'll just say that.
Against Atlanta
Definitely
FaZe,
took a
that you
peek.
were a former sub. Now you're going up against these guys, and at least so far this year, the rivalry has been favored in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, subs get a ring. So the way it works is subs get a ring, coaches get a ring. On a lot of these teams that have won for both Dallas and FaZe, they got rings for a lot of the support staff as well. I think that comes at probably an additional cost. But yeah, I mean, that's how it works in pro sports too. Like, you know, if you're an important piece of the team, if you meet certain criteria, you'll get a ring.
Yeah. It's fun. Honestly, I like to compete. No matter what it is, it's fun. It's very fun. But playing against them, just like any.
No, they get a ring. They get you. So the issue is that the rings have to be fitted. So yeah, you could like have a template of a ring, but they want to customize the ring and all that other shit. And like, you know, and that takes time. It's like precious metal. It's got to be molded and shit. Yeah, I golfed and I went to Toronto. I went to some fancy ass golf course and got fucking smoked. I don't remember what course. I'll tell you what course it was. It was 5. I gotta go way back. Give me a second. It's fucking major too. I played so many rounds since then. Dunwoody, blah, 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 blah. No. I don't remember the name of the course. It was super nice. Eagle's Nest. That was one of the hardest golf courses I've ever played in my life. I played horrible, and it's a super tight course, and it's fescue on all sides, and if you're in the fescue, you're fucked.
Any other good team.
And I
you
missed
make a mistake, you're punished
I
for it.
missed in
Yeah.
all the
So
spots
when you
in that
play
round that
them,
you
or
shouldn't
just
miss.
play any top caliber of a team.
Like, I was
you gotta
short-siding
bang it.
myself on
You
fucking
mess up
hills,
one thing, one mistake
hitting
leads to
down-
foul.
downhill
You
shit,
make
like,
one
it's
little
the worst
mistake,
shit, bro.
Just one little mistake, and it just snowballs down, and that is crazy. Cause like, man, like I get stressed out myself. I did one thing, just one. I can't get by from you. Can't, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that one
you can't let
mistake
me
cost
slide.
you 60 points.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let me
Cost you
slide.
the game.
Yep. So just playing them just keeps me on my toes.
No, Dante's ring doesn't
What was
count.
the
just 'cause
experience
he
like
has the
when you're
ring.
talking about winning? What was the experience like winning Major 3?
I bet Sean
I
him
never
down.
get hyped. I never get hyped. You ask any of my teammates or anybody I team with, I'm a stone cold killer.
I know, I see
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I'm
I
a
see
stone
it.
cold killer.
I'm
Everybody's gassing me
a
up.
stone
You know what I'm
cold
saying? Lamar's
killer.
next to me. You're the best player in the game. Tell him, you know what I'm saying? You're so, like, I love you, Dante. You're so good. Like, you're the best player in the game. This is why I picked you up.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, like, just having my teammates' energy around me. It
I like
just,
the ref just saying
Lamar was like, we were actually talking yesterday about it. And Lamar was like, yo, like,
Always the funniest parts to me. Are these
this is why I
clips.
picked you up.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, like, just
It's-
having.
Because I know like the refs are just sitting there just like vibing or whatever, but I'm sorry. It's just it's just really funny.
My team.
These guys are all
His energy around
celebrating.
me, it's just like, Lamar was like, were actually talking yesterday about
I actually know that
My
ref. He's a
mom's
nice
like, yo,
guy.
like,
So
Dante got hyped one time at
You're
the
right.
tournament. Like, that's crazy. Like, mom was like, what? Like, yo,
I
he's in
think
the
it's
game,
funny.
so like,
Yeah,
he's getting
yeah.
hyped. I said, I had to bring it out for the one time. So winning that tournament is definitely a surreal feeling. I think
those flak jackets they gave out, I was backstage, Major 3, when they were lining those up. And the Toronto team was really worried about the flak jackets. They're like, oh, these players going to like put them on because they got sponsors and shit. And I was like, maybe, but the flak jackets are cool. And I think these guys are going to wear them.
I think I could have
They got a nice photo.
played a lot better. After one of the maps, I didn't play too well. It was after the Tuscan control. I dropped a 2.0
Yeah,
KD.
real jet. Joel,
and
I was looking at the
went back to the
backstage. I was
dugout.
like,
I
these
took off
are
my long sleeve.
kind of pocket one,
like,
question
I'm
mark?
nothing
And they
right
were
now.
like, no.
Like, I suck right now. Like,
Like
I'm nothing.
2.0, you saying that?
Yeah, but I didn't know I had a 2.0.
I was telling like the overactive media folks,
I
like,
just
yeah,
felt
it's
like
like
I wasn't
they had
doing
a
good
party
enough.
gift
So
for the
I
event.
went back to the stage, and I was like, I told Sam Phoenix, and I was like, yo, like, I was mad. So like, I took off my long sleeve. Like, yo, like, I had the short sleeve on. I never wear shorts because it's too cold. But I took my long sleeve. I was like, yo, like, I'm nothing. Like, I suck right now. Like, I'm pissed off. And he was like, no, don't say that about yourself. Like, lock in. Like, just lock in.
Yeah.
So, that's how I felt then. And during that moment, it's just like the only person who could stop me is me. The only person. There's nobody in this league, nobody around me that can
their
bring
whole
me down
team's on,
except for me. It's just me
their whole
versus me.
team's
Me
on
versus my own head. That's the
team
only
option,
thing that
so I would
can
expect
ever,
them to bring everyone
deter
back.
me away from me being great. So, but yeah, in that moment, it felt surreal. Like, man, like, I finally won, but I know there's moments where, like, I should be doing better. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I should be doing better. And there's actually been moments where, like, I cried to myself. I'm like, yo, like, I suck. Like, I suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put in hours every single day. I don't sit here.
This is a good
and play
interview.
the game
This is a
every
good interview
single
from
day
Dante.
To be average
He's
or,
being pretty straight
to
up in
be
this.
less than what I know I can be.
That mindset is crazy, man. Because I'm telling you, at least back in my day, when you was winning the championship,
Players be doing these interviews and they say some like really like media training shit, and you're like, okay, well, I didn't really learn anything. Like, this is like the real Dante right here. Like, I know Dante well. Like, Dante is like very much confident in his abilities, and he very much wears his emotions on his sleeve. It's a good thing and a bad thing. But this isn't him being fake. This is the real, like, I always like interviews where, and I don't think Study had to do much in this one. He asked good questions, but Dante gave good answers, which always helps.
if you get back home, you're probably a little bit complacent, but your mindset is strong, man. You just got to keep pushing with that one. So now that you are going into your first champs on a starting roster, what is your mindset going into that event?
Biggest tournament of the year. Got to make the most of it. I'm gonna put my all into it, just like I have been this whole year. So regardless if I win or lose, honestly, like, of course I want to win champs, the biggest tournament of the year, but I don't really care about winning so much. I just want to be better than what I used to be. So as long as I better myself, from this tournament to next season, I can't really complain. You know what I mean?
That's good, and that's good. Would it be for you guys a little bit extra sweet, at least in your favor, if you were able to knock out Atlanta FaZe at champs?
Not really. I just want to win champs. I don't care who I'm playing. Simp did say we're going to get the rematch in the finals.
Okay.
So maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. It may be this finals, it may be next tournament finals, but I just been thinking about that every day.
What are your expectations for champs? What are you
Answer.
mostly looking forward to at that event?
I think it's showcasing what we've been working on this past couple months. That may be the last time I team with my teammates. Next year I might have a different team, so.
He's not going to have a different team. Unless they go to this event and they bomb out, they're keeping this team. I don't understand why you'd make a change. But, I mean, I guess it's a fair answer.
I just got to make the most of it. Win or lose, 110%. Everybody wants to be first.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm winning. I'm going to get
Joel, he's got a
MVP,
team
get
option.
first
What do you
place.
mean?
That's a perfect world, and we don't live in that.
You have to ask to
So
be traded.
when I get on that stage, I'm leaving everything I got on and off. So, and if that's going to make me be a champ, we'll see. And if it don't, then next
Jack,
year,
who are
we'll
you
come back
dropping
better.
on Optic for Preg?
Anything you want to say? This is your first interview, man.
Yeah,
You got the floor.
Nah, just shout out my mom, family, Jesus, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you, Sid. I appreciate you for the interview.
Study's got the ice, too. You see that watch?
And make sure you guys
This guy's flexing
all
in this
tune in
video.
to Champs August 4th to August 7th so you can see where this young man ends up placing.
All right, let's talk about that, Colo. Let's talk about that.